we move on to our fourth theme, which is love. So I guess everyone is in love. Okay, so our first performer for the love theme is no other than Nelly Baudista from Bontoc, Southern Leyte, Philippines. She's been working in Singapore for 8 years now, and her poem Worker's Life was published in an ebook by Translating Migration, while Spring Water was included in the Tiger Moth Review Issue 5. Her poem Self-Sacrifice, My Daily Life was featured in Harmony Center, Pledge a Poet. She is a team leader volunteer at Uplifters, a non-profit organization offering free online courses for domestic workers. So let's all give it up for Nelly Bautista.
Most people mock me because of my height. But I can do nothing because they're right. I just keep quiet from what I hear because there is no reason to be angry or show fear. Let it be clear. Even when they mock me over and over again, nothing will change. I am who I am. In this world, some people are cruel, cold-hearted, angry, and think they are cool. But please, don't be fooled. It's time for them to all be schooled. Kindness is a word we all should learn, so we don't go to hell and all burn. People can be mean, but my size is God's will. So take a deep breath, step back, and chill. I have a big heart full of kindness, and that's applause. Being tall is not a reason to make a fuss. The spirit of an eagle lives deep in my soul. Love in my life will make me whole. I will never grow tall with all your mockery. So go entertain yourself with some hickory-dickory doctrine. I am the one that greets you with a smile. So stop the small talk for a while. In God's eyes, we come in all shapes and sizes. Please surprise and apologize. I will stay true to myself even if you criticize, and not let the pain hit that bring tears to my eyes. And I want you to remember, I may be short, but I love myself. I am who I am.
That was very powerful, Nelly. And yes, we are who we are. And okay, our next performer is no other than AKM Mazarul Abedin, and he has been in Singapore since 2019, working as a mechanical coordinator at a petrochemical refinery. In Bangladesh, he studied at St. Gregory's High School and the famous Notre Dame College. His artistic journey started with the help of Nokun Puri, Kachi Kachar, and Kelagor Sishu Kishore Sangatani. While studying at Dhaka University, he trained in recitation and stage performance under Guru Dr. Sri Baswa and late Sir Mamtasuddin Ahmed. In 2018, he started the Kahan Recitation Practice Center with others who love recitation. So let's listen to AKM Mazarul Abedin.
It was the same day, a same rainy day, just like today. It was the day we met, and we met for the first time. And it was the day again a rainy day, raining from the sky and raining from my eyes. It was the day I saw you for the last time. I loved you from the core of my heart. I loved everything of yours. 5 long years we walked together, side by side, hand in hand. And on that very beautiful wet day, you smiled. You smiled and said, sorry. I never met you again. I never met you. That 5-letter war took you far away from me. I have no language to complain. It's been so long since then. It's a rainy day again. A cup of coffee and a better fan. That's all I have. That's all I have in my life now. But I never give up. I never cried again. I never broke into pieces. But I stood strong. You left me empty-handed. You left me empty-handed, but life has given me with full blossom. Do I still love you? Do I? I don't know. I don't know yet. But I know. And I, only I am my last hope. To smile for the first
So
sunshine.
now, we move on to our performers. And the next performer is from the Philippines. And she is a contributor at Get Luck Here, an anthology of Philippine and Singapore writings. She joined the Poetry Festival workshops last 2016 and was one of the featured poets on 2017 and 18. She was awarded third runner-up on Nucleus Poem Mother Language Day in 2018. Poem contributor at Nomad Square Poetry Journal at Woodside, New York book. She is the author of the poetry of Shailen Esposo in Love and War A series and the Open Hangar Door 1 and 2. A contributor in Call and Response Volume 2, author of Shy I Love You Today and Tomorrow, Dreams Are My Reality, and Shy Hawk's Path and Shy Erotica. Let's all welcome no other than Ms. Belen Esposo, also known as Shailen.
Each day, my love grows deeper than before I met you. I was once lost in a distance, but you caught me losing my glance. I wanted to end my life that full of misery and shade of pale. Killing myself as I hold a knife, you ran towards me and I fell. I cried out loud into your shoulder. and you let my tears fall. As you rub my back, you kissed me gently and mildly. You hold my hand and turn around. As I look at you, I saw the questions running through your very eyes. And you whispered to my ears, "Please don't cry, you're gonna be alright." Those were the days when I was a full-blooded, foolish, paranoid lover to a man who taught me how to lie in a world where all lies lie. And you have entered into my messy world. Unexpectedly, Eddie, we understand the arts. I as a lost sheep in an unknown land, and you as a stranger who hold my hand. And because you are there, Eddie, standing, capturing the beautiful sunset all alone, while healing your wounded and broken heart and soul. And me, you were just surprised of what I did when I wanted to end my life.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shaila Esposo. And yeah, that was really a very, very wonderful execution of your poem. Thank you so much. And now, flying here to Singapore is one of our friends from Hong Kong, and she's no other than Maria Nelly Rocio from the Philippines. She is currently working as a domestic worker in Hong Kong, and she is a member of Lansational, a team leader of Uplifters, and an active member of RCD. Her poem entitled Demic was published in an international anthology entitled Diversity, a collection of poems of peace and empathy. Another poem entitled Wildflower was published in the issue 6 of the Tiger Moth Review Eco Journal on July 2021. She is the creator and founder of Migrant Writers of Hong Kong. And yeah, let's all watch Maria Nemilu's video.
Unsung Hero by Maria Nemilu Rocio. My mama said she's going to be away for a while. Ride an aeroplane, she will go far. She said she's going to earn money to send me to school, buy me a bike or a teddy. She said she loves me deeply, and she will miss me dearly. But she said she felt sorry. I won't be hearing from her. She will be very busy. She will have a big house to clean. She will go serve the queen, the princess and her king. She said, I will call you on my first paycheck. I will send you toys, gifts, and chocolates. She told me this with her eyes glowing, glistening with tears, until she turned her back, and from afar she disappears. I cried, but she was gone. I wailed until dawn, sleepless until the next morn. But she was gone. Gone with the wind that would take her to her dreams. And on the next day, I sat on the porch and I waited for her. Maybe she'd come back to change her mind. And she's on her way. But she never did. 10 months passed, and every day I asked, is she coming back today? And all I got was a shake on their head, and they said, nay. I held on to her promise, and I prayed. Until one day, while playing on a pile of hay, my mama came back. But she was sealed in a box, tightly tucked. Her eyes were closed. She was sleeping. Her lips were smiling, but her body was loose. I tried to search for her hand, pulled her, trying to make her stand, make them wrap me around her arms. I was jumping with glee. and I wanted to make her see that from where she flew, how her child had grown quickly. But still, she was lifeless, motionless, and breathless. My heart was punched. My mind was filled with a gruesome hunch as I stared at the body of my mama lying. I felt my whole world falling. She was not pretending. She was not playing. We will never play again. The queen that she had gone to serve has taken her breath. Is this what she deserved for her dreams of a life extraordinary? Her bruises and scars are screaming of the pain that she suffered. The chains that left a mark on her wrist are crying out for injustice, and the dark circles around her eyes told me of her sleepless nights. That maybe she was fighting for her life and for mine, hoping and praying that she'd wake up from the nightmare she was in, and one day all will be fine. The queen that she had gone to serve took her life away, gave her hell that she does not deserve. I demand life for life, blood for blood, if only I could. But all I can do now is to take my toy gun and fire shots of 21 for my mama, the hero unsung. Thank you so much.
That was Maria Nelly Rosho, and it's really a very, very heart-touching poem. Thank you so much, Maria Nelly Rosho. And now, are you ready for our next performer? Yes! She's no other than Julian Tabine, 33 years old and a domestic worker from the Philippines. She has worked in Singapore for 8 years now, and she has a 9-year-old son and counts on the support of her life partner. Julian is a team leader of a nonprofit organization, Uplifters, and a member in the Helping Hand of Migrant Writers of Singapore. Okay, let's all give a round of applause to Julian.
My partner persuaded me to watch a K-drama series. In 2 years, she never got succeeded. We are in a long-distance relationship, so when the phone rang, our conversation goes like this. Hello, love. Have you watched the latest? What's the latest? I asked. The new series. But before she will finish her words, I will cut her off and simply say, I have no time. Every time she brings out the topic, I answered her. I am not a fanatic. I shake off my head when I felt her dismay. But one day when I was bored, I'm tapping my board and still refused. Withdraw my thoughts, and you know what's next? I'm scrolling up and down to find a complete episode. I ended up looking for a drama about a two-faced king, whom they thought knew nothing but just a mere puppet, manipulatable in the kingdom with their own benefit, while he can just sit and watch his subjects suffering face down while devising a plan to end the oppression together with his unpredictable and very, very clever queen. Their love story is just like a roller coaster kind of relationship, but in the end, they found their hearts caring for each other. Their journey to eradicate all the rats in the palace is all hidden. They've endured the pain until they have succeeded. After I'm done watching it, I realize it's relatable to everyone's life. Do not be an open book to anyone. There were things to be kept on private, especially especially your clan. Because there were people who once loved to see you grow, instead watch you here at the bottom. Reveal not your secret. They may use it as your weakness. Fight for your freedom, and we are here to enjoy life. Then, I dialed my phone, and I called my partner. And I said, from now on, I will listen to your suggestions. Thank you for being such a wonderful person as my life companion.
Thank you so much, Julian. That's the power of watching K-drama. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that wonderful poem with us. And yeah, our next performer is no other than Blackhand. He is a page performance slang street poet. Since September 2017, Blackhand published in India, Pakistan, and 2 publications in the USA. He has performed in 1,900 plus events in 20 countries and was featured in the History Channel's HistoryCon, Poetry Festival Singapore, and the Toronto International Festival of Authors. Blackhand has also performed at the Bury, Cheltenham, and Dutch poetry festivals. His craft is notable in poetry slums of Singapore and Toronto. Blackhand is also a busking poet in the streets of Southeast Asia. Let's give it up for Blackhand.
For poets from the East, why do our tongues bow backwards, even inside our own mouths, the biting of our own rich palate between fitting our jaws in faces that belongs to another? Why? Why do we attach our throats in shoulders that do not know how to carry our own heads, to flail our voices to sound like it has been backslided for far too long, and we know it? Have we swallowed our tongues deep enough that it gags already for being retracted to fill their gaps of being too proud to speak our own vowels, kept on their bowels the corn they sow on their not that, not this, always walking behind, ever careful not to offend, under the callous feet of people who had long suppressed our ability to run longer than them? What makes us cower our ankles to bend inwards, bound by their pleasant subjugation, to assimilate on their silent invasion? Why do we keep on opening our bodies to others who closes our own words remastered to make it feel like it's theirs? Why do we care for them too much that we forget we have mga matang ito? 这些吹马 korera to come ye gale baho ini kandi al hayat. We owe no apologies, no alibis, no excuses to be who we are, to not speak, to not hear, to not smell, to not feel, to not think like our own is their colonization that we allow still. Because what? It's nice to have our culture hung like a sale item in a flea market due to courtesy or more so colonial mentality. Let's not mistake kindness from cowardice. There's no profit in the trading of our identity. They don't own this. They can come as guests into our welcoming homes, but they need to show respect to mga matang ito. 谢谢推吧，これらの顔、예간, bahuin, iso, hadi al-hayat. It has to end. It ends when we learn to say no. We will follow them. No, we will not follow them here, in our own sacred backyards. We should not be scared. This is the East, and their flags don't fly first here anymore. Now, you're probably wondering, why is this poem still in English then? Well, this is also a notice for the West. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. My name is Lakan, and I'm a page for Corwin Slam Street Poet. And I would like to congratulate the Singapore Migrant Slam Festival this year. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. And yeah, as I watched his video, oh my god, he's really amazing. And we move forward to our next performer, and I think she's very ready. And okay, may we call on Ellen Lavilla, and she's from the Philippines. She's a member of Migrant Writers of Singapore, a contributor, writer of Translating Migration, Multilingual Poems of Movement, and Call and Response to a Singapore Migrant Anthology. Her hobbies are photography, especially microphotography, writing short stories, and poetry. Let's welcome Ellen Lavilla.
Dear Mother, thank you for raising me and my siblings in the most gentle way. Sometimes we felt your strength of character, but gold was your heart. Do you know why I say this? Even if we defied you during those times when our adrenaline were racing, you kept your voice low. You only gently told us off that love is a thrill ride. We have to expect our hearts to be broken sometimes. You made us feel that we were standing on the shoulders of the giant when shades of uncertainties arose. You encouraged us to leave the nest so that we could explore and expand our wings and witness the beauty the world could offer. Although our distance were measured in miles, but your presence was always felt through your smiles. We were so grateful you protected us the way a chieftain protects his tribe. I remember many times our rice bowls sang a tune we didn't like. We looked half famished, starved of hope. But you didn't beg. Instead, you dug the earth for us until we were strong enough to carry the weight of the world on our own. I wonder how many times you've given up your blanket just to keep us warm. How many times you have given up better clothes just to make us feel presentable? And how many times have you washed those clothes for us? You loved us, you cared for us, until one day, your body surrendered to the weight of your loads, which caused you to be resigned to bed for years. Yet your children were not by your side. It hurt us a lot, but we had to work. We had to work to give you the best treatment you truly deserve. You taught us a lot. You taught us to grow up fast. You taught us to be independent, to be responsible, to be strong. You taught us so much more, except how to live without you. Many times our world was shaken, caused it to crack, but you didn't give up. Instead, you held on tightly. You pinned every little gaps, never allowed our world to crumble to the ground. And for that, we were beyond grateful that you were our rock. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ellen Davila, and yeah, you made me miss my mother. Thank you. And last but not the least, okay, we proceed to Remata Bakura. She's a mother of 2 boys. She's been working in Singapore for 10 years now as a domestic helper. She is a volunteer team leader at Uplifters. Her poem titled The Beauty Within was featured in the Substation and also included in Diversity, a poetry collection on peace and empathy. Another poem was included in the Tiger Moth Review Issue 6. And yeah, let's all watch the video by Remata Bakura.
We were so in love. So in love that it didn't matter, even when everyone tried to shuffle. Our hearts entwined tightly. We promised to prosper to eternity. We earnestly prayed that we won't go astray. Though we were both so young then, but we managed to survive the strides in life. It was a bumpy road, though, but I tried to be the best woman you wished for. Never did I think that a relation. I did everything I could. I tried everything I should. And I did give all my best. But giving my best wasn't enough. We became distant and changed in an instant. We did all sorts of things. Those with nothings, those with gestures, all those pleasures disappeared. I can no longer see nor feel the person whom I love, who once said before, I am his greatest treasure, the love of his life, and you are the person whom I trusted my life with. You are the reason why I learned to love unselfishly. You made my life worth living. The love you had shown before were lovely and true, but our so-called relationship, even though it is over, it hurts. I felt my body rip off. I thought we were so perfect in every way. I tried and begged you to stay, but you chose to go far away. I keep asking myself, what made you stay? But I got nothing. You turned my world upside down. I thought our hearts beat in unison. I tried to be strong, but ended up in desperation. I still held on to the chance that we might go back to where we used to be, but the passion, the respect, the abundance of love we once shared were no longer visible. The nights were sleepless. I succumbed to loneliness. You left me with wounds and hopelessness. I can no longer laugh. You cannot even fake a smile to my loved ones. You left me to struggle on my own. Nonetheless, I still think of you every night, even though you're no longer at my side. I still remember every distant touch, all our memories. I miss so much. I'm still hoping, trying to hold on. Countless nights, I always wish and pray. I was determined to make you come back and stay, but no matter how I want it to be, I still love you. You left me with no choice but to let you go. As the song goes by, when you love someone, you got to learn to let them go. And to love you, so I let you go. Thank you.
And That was our last performer for our theme, love. Okay, so once again, I'm inviting everyone to please get a copy of our migrant friends books, which are displayed outside the hall. And yeah, you can show your support by buying their books. And before we end this program, may I call on to Sakir to give us a closing speech.
What to say? Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for attending our Slam Poetry Festival today. It has been a trying time during this COVID-19 pandemic. Despite this, Migrant Writer of Singapore has continued our work for and with our migrant and local friends. During the pandemic, we invited Mr. Rahul Shah to conduct a creative writing and performing workshop online. Our aim was to use our love for literature as a means to taking care of our mental health and well-being. Mr. Rahul Shah was also crucial in making this festival a success. Thank you very much to Mr. Rahul Shah and all the poets who took part in this workshop from Malaysia, from Hong Kong, and some other countries. This Slam Poetry Festival is a new addition to the already existing series of events Migrant Writer of Singapore has organized for Singapore literary scene. Everyone who performed this original poem on a stage came together today to share their many life experience regardless of any difference between them. To our dear local poets who perform today, thank you for accepting, inviting, and bonding with all of us through literature and art. It has always been a dream Migrant Writer of Singapore has working towards, and we thank you for being part of our journey. Thank you for all the wonderful performance, and thank you to the MC, Charlie, and Nelly, their hard work. Many thanks to Suchi Humanistic Youth Center, especially Ms. Chunchun and her team. Thank you, Siki Bukru, for also participating in the book fair today. Finally, my graduates' appreciation goes to our organizing team working tireless to make this festival happen. Thank you to our volunteers, Laura, Pardeep, thank you Pardeep, Linda, Jenny, and lead by Jenny. Thank you very much, Jenny. Also, many thanks to our media team, our photographer Emma, Anna, videographer Eric, and every support and poster designer, none other than Nancy. And our live broadcast team, Eugene and Danica is here. I also thank Nikki, Harisha, Mr. Joshua, and senior distribution team for their support for this festival and all the activities of Migrant Writer of Singapore. Migrant Writer of Singapore is a volunteer-run platform for all who love literature and the art. It is also a platform which aims to build a bridge between local and migrants through literature and art. The group has been raising awareness, promoting diversity, and empowering the migrants community through literature, reading, photography, film, blood donation drive, book fair, panel discussion, human library session, theater, and poetry recitals, art exhibition, publishing book, and other literary activities. Migrant Writer of Singapore believe that everyone is gifted, and that gift must be shared. Once again, thank you all for being this youth today. Thank you everyone for today. Make this successful festival, the first ever Slam Poetry Festival. Stay well and healthy everyone. Please take care of your mental health. Let us continue to bond as a community with literature and art. Thank you very much everyone.
We are not forgetting also this book that has been given to us by from Senior Station as well, and was awarded to our performers and other crew members. Thank you so much, Senior Station, for your overwhelming support onto this festival. And we hope from the Migrant Writers of Singapore that as you walk out through this hall, you'll bring a smile or you'll paint a smile to everyone's faces. And it really matters to take care of our mental health and to take care of everyone. As you take care of your own self, as you take care of your own mental health, you can do more things for others, for the community, and to all the people that you love. Thank you so much. And we created the history for this Poetry Festival 20